The University of Dayton's annual Nativity exhibit displays some of the nearly 3,000 nativity sets from the university's Marian library collection. Many were gifts from collectors. This video tells the story of one particular set, purchased in southern France by Bob and Judy Davis.
We were in the south of France, and I think we must have been on a dirt road because we saw this little sign that said Atelier de Santon. And so we said, okay, let's go and see. So we did, and we couldn't have hit on a better place because there was the lady of the house sewing little clothing off in the corner here, and over here was the man of the house who was molding figures, and he had figures already molded and standing on shelves. And we decided to buy the Holy Family, or to start out with the Holy Family, Joseph and Mary. And really, I love Joseph's cloak. Doesn't he look special in that woolen cloak and holding his staff, and Mary with her long dress and her cape. And the baby has a wrap of traditional Provençal fabric. 2 months later, in September in 1988, we were back in the Provence. Bob was on business there. And so we were driving with some friends to fly out of Nice. And we decided we should stop by. We wanted to show our friends the workshop. And so we bought, I think must have been 3 more pieces.
Several years later, we were at home and the phone rang, and one of Judy's friends was on the telephone with news about having come from an estate sale and seeing Santon similar to the ones that Judy had in her collection.
Well, I said, you know, there are hundreds of Santon makers in France, in the south of France, and so I did not expect to find these Santons, and by golly, we went and they were ours. And so, talk about coincidences, that was one grand coincidence. So we bought the 4 figures at the estate sale, and that was the 3rd edition.
It was interesting to see the differences when you went from one place to another, to see how the natives there felt about that event and expressed in their folk art, being different from almost anywhere else you went.
We wanted to send the collection to some place that would care for it and care about it and share it, and that's what we found.
And I think it's a great service that they loan them out so that they can be seen around and spreading the word that way.
When we're going to display a piece, we make a decision on the environment that we would like to put it in, and we can also choose the material. So here in our workshop, we have a variety of materials available to artists who are choosing that setting. We're really trying to enhance the beauty that already is in the Nativity set. Last year we had almost 4,300 volunteer hours. This year it'll exceed that because we've had this large provincial set that's being built, and many people have done above and beyond what we've normally needed.
So we need to make sure that we always come back to the essential, which is indeed the Holy Family. To bring back the attention, after having seen all that plethora of beautiful figures, to the essential of the Nativity tradition, which is the incarnation, the birth of Christ. Everything else is a way of saying that all of these different figures, converge toward the manger, and only then will the Nativity have its full meaning.